Hi, this is Tom, and in this video I want to dispel a myth that may be causing you to make a big mistake with a man who's not investing in you. But before I get started, please remember to like this video and subscribe if you find this content valuable. Now, as some of you know, my wife Helena and I met each other online, and those who are familiar with online dating are probably aware that one of the most common questions in an online dating profile is, "What are you looking for?" And I wasn't exactly sure what I was looking for, so my response to that question was not sure yet. I'll reserve a more detailed discussion on that topic for maybe another video if anyone's interested, but the bottom line is that I wasn't tied to any specific outcome from meeting Helena. However, I quickly realized that I wanted to invest in a relationship, and we were married within about a year after we met. I demonstrated my desire for a relationship early and consistently, and Helena reciprocated without playing games. We communicated regularly right from the beginning, and soon we began to talk on the phone nearly every day that we didn't see each other because we lived about an hour's drive apart from one another. I wanted to spend my free time with her, and I would drive to see her each week, and sometimes I would purchase groceries for her and deliver them when I would visit. And we planned activities together for the weekends. And soon I began to plan for how we could join our lives together completely, which we did about a year after we met. So I was pursuing a relationship consistently. But there's a myth out there that men are looking for a constant chase and excitement, and that you have to keep playing it cool forever in order to keep a man's interest. And that's simply not true with the right man who's emotionally available and actually interested in a relationship long term. An emotionally available man's desire is to have an even-keeled, smooth-sailing relationship. That's what draws a healthy man in. Emotionally mature, healthy men ultimately don't like drama. And it's not sustainable to be on a constant roller coaster ride. There's anecdotal evidence for that if you just merely look at happy marriages of 30 and 40 and 50 plus years. These men are not on 30 and 40 and 50 plus year long chases. The sort of chase that wears you out and makes you conclude this is too much effort, or ask questions like, why must we play these games, is only sought after by avoidant men or men who are not available for a long-term relationship. Avoidant men trigger otherwise empowered women to feel insecure. So if you're feeling that way on a consistent basis, that's probably a clue that this is not the right man for you. You might be able to get an avoidant man to chase you for a little while if you act like you're not interested, but once he has the sense that he has you, then he loses interest. If that kind of thing is the only thing that's keeping a man interested, then that's a big red flag. The more the relationship is smooth sailing, the easier it'll be for you to be non-reactive, because you won't be triggered all the time. You won't be triggered all the time if he's showing up consistently and he follows through on what he says. You want to make sure that he's actually doing those things. If you can never find that balance and the boat is constantly rocking back and forth, that's probably a sign that you're not with the right person in the first place. If he's not showing up consistently, then you shouldn't be trying to apply tactics to get him to step up. You want to see what he does all on his own without convincing from you. And if he is showing up consistently, that's great. Then you want to be open and receptive, and you don't need to play any games to keep his interest. This demonstrates that you have standards and are willing to walk away from anything that doesn't feel good or seem like it's in alignment with what you truly want and deserve. And it also shows that you're open and receptive and want to get to know who this man is. And that's incredibly attractive. This kind of authenticity will draw the right men in and will weed out the wrong men. And that's a good thing, and that brings us to the crux of the mistake that you can make if you believe this myth that all men are looking for a chase. And that is that you have to be okay with the wrong men fading away. That shouldn't be a trigger for you to try to make them more interested in you. So men do like to pursue, but the men who will pursue you consistently are not looking for a lifelong game of cat and mouse. I hope this is helpful, and if it is, please feel free to leave us comments down below, and we'll talk to you again very soon.